Everybody, Slaggy, aka International Master William Paschall, doing our Sunday simul. Mr. Coffee, thanks for being here as a moderator. It's good to see some friends, subscribers, Asterbate, someone on sound. What's up, guys? I tried for a quick draw with black today, but my opponent would have none of that. So I had a very long game where I drew back and forth. It was really tough, exciting, interesting game. In the Hungarian Team Championship, my team was crushed, demoralized. Now a battle to not get relegated to the third league. What's up, guys? We're going to start simul here. Without further ado, please make donations and please support the stream. If you can subscribe, we need all the support we can get. Things are getting tough around here. It's a new month. HTFP has bits again. Alright. Welcome and good luck. Weekly simul every Sunday, 6:30 p.m. Central European Time. We're going to be giving a simul for 25 subscribers and friends. Please don't enter unless, and you know this, please don't enter unless you can play up to 3 hours. Guys, you can watch live. You are watching live if you're hearing me on Twitch TV/Slaggy. Check out my YouTube channel as well. It's called Video Chess Training on YouTube, where I put up all the replays. Again, thanks to HTFP. Once again, everybody who can support the stream in some way, whether you can make a bit donation or make a subscription or make a streaming donation like someone on sound often has, I'd like to ask you to do so if you can. It is not getting easier to exist, I've found. All right. JCS is here. Great. JCS, it's been like a week since we saw you. I hope you're doing okay. I imagine like the night streams are not so easy. All right, guys. So I just got to open the simul. Gina Rook is back too. I just got to open the simul, so we're going to take our subscriber challenges first. Asterbate. Dimitrilas, I want to thank for, he sent me a photo. It was cool. It's nice to relate to someone in real life. He sent us a photo from a recent over-the-board simul where he drew with Grandmaster Papi Anu. I thought that was awesome. I want to thank him. Merle Dixon, also a subscriber. Parmenides, I think. Save a Dog. Get the subscribers first on sound. Who else is subscriber? Mr. Koff, E. PGS Soccer Rook, last I checked, Stook. Alright, I suppose like probably somebody will be a little bit late, but there might be another subscriber or two. Hey, what happened? Percy Hepworth, hey, well, I'm going to play, but I'm doing chores as well, so don't expect too much. I need to start playing however busy I am. So Percy Hepworth, also a subscriber. He's not in the list, though. He's just threatening to play. Threatening to threaten. I'm in a good mood, guys. It was kind of a tough game today, though. It went like 4.5 hours. It was kind of stressful. I wasn't really sure what was happening back and forth through my game today. First I thought I was losing, then I thought I was winning, then I thought it was a draw, then I thought I was worse again, then I thought I might be better. It was an emotional roller coaster. All right, so we got the subscribers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 so far. We're going to play 25 players as we do every week. Merle Dixon's here. Guys, thank you so much. If you can, please support the stream by subscribing. Donations are optional, but very welcome. I'm not really doing this for the money, but I appreciate the support we do get. I'm doing it for the fame, obviously. I became a chess player to become famous, not to become rich. And the Panda as well. What's up, dude? He agrees. All right. So, any other subscribers before we start taking friends? The friend category. Friends with benefits. Notch Papa. Last call. Alms is a subscriber. Bang, 2280. Alms is getting stronger. Percy Hepworth. We've got 10 subscribers. All right. The friend zone. Friend zone is in the middle. Friend zone. Dimitrilos is definitely in the friend zone. Who else? Old friends, new friends. Naj Papa, fellow Hungarian resident. He's actually Hungarian. I'm not a citizen. I'm a migrant. All right. I do live here now, full time. Well, I really have been living in Hungary full time, if anyone wonders where I live. I spent the summer in the United States, but I'm back full time in Hungary. Tough game today in the Hungarian Team Championship. The boy, then a 12-year-old boy named Anatoly Karpov, doesn't have a clue about chess. Wow. I never heard about this. This is fake news? But Vinnick said there's no future at all for him in this profession. I'm skeptical. The 12-year-old Karpov, but Vinnick said that. I'm very skeptical. Very nice. Supportive. Of course, Botvinnik was Kasparov's coach later, and who knows? Maybe he was political. All right. Any other subscribers? We're going to start taking more friends. Thai Move, Pi Day. Those guys are kind of friends. We don't have very many friends. All right. Those are our good friends that I recognize. Getting our first freezing rain today. Actually, there was prediction of snow here in Budapest for the first time. I didn't see any snow, but it was like below freezing or just about freezing. I was trudging through the city park this morning on my way to my team game. The ground was basically coated in a little bit of sort of icy, frozen, whatever. Om's on Twitch. So, we now have 14 players. We're getting started in a couple minutes. Looking for new victims. Take Back is our late subscriber. He's always late. Early is on time is late, and late is inexcusable. That's the old saying. 25 players, guys. We're getting started in 5 minutes. Asterbait just subscribed to Tier 3. Asterbait should be like a founder. Asterbait, what did you do to not be like a founder? Did you slack off at some point? I mean, you've been around as long as anybody. Haven't you been around as long as Move 11 and Nefedov? Must have slacked on subscribing for a while or something. Asterbait should be one of the founders of the stream, practically. You were definitely here from the time when I started having subscribers. Alright, guys. We're going to play 25 players. We're going to start taking some random candidates. Alaba. Lots of numbers. My mouse hover is not working. This player beat me. I don't like that. Goofy Karen. Not many games. Just enough, though. I do ask everybody to have at least 100 games. Let's check Forever Beginner. Forever Beginner, 72 games. Listen, guys that are playing with a relatively new account. If you play in this, you got to promise to play for like 3 hours. Okay? I mean, it can last up to 3 hours. Probably the weaker players won't last that long, but still. Technically, you can last 3 hours. I don't know how to pronounce this name in Norwegian. I'm not going to try. Hyge. It's one of those Norwegian things. I can't pronounce it. I'm not going to embarrass myself trying to do it. That's a strong player. Okay, we'll take him, but we'll take a lower rated guy too. Forever Beginner sounds good. Alright, we got a 2100 and a 1200. Moving down. That's provisional. Mr. Nice Guy. Sounds like me. 49. Everybody has like relatively new accounts. Chess Abyss. Cheesy Noob. Cheesy Noob really wants to play. He's been trying. Should we let him play? I feel kind of bad for Cheesy Noob. He was on punishment for a while. We'll give him a chance. Martin Kessler's a sub. I didn't see you out there. Martin Kessler, what's your name? I don't remember your Blizzard. Oh, Blizzard. Like the gaming company. Alright, that's 19 players. Thanks for subscribing. Miss Exeter. Somebody else I lost to, I think. I don't remember. I'm not going to play people I lost to. No, I'm just kidding. Alright. Pablo. I'm just randomly picking people. Believe me, it's completely random. Pablo has 599 games. Let's give him a chance. I drew. Oh, that's Gina Rook? Are you Miss Exeter? You're Miss Exeter? I thought that was someone different. Okay, guys, I make a point to try to get this thing started by a quarter of the hour, so we have 20 players, 5 to go. N-Ren. N-Ren's playing something crazy. I thought of a new... You got shadow banned by Sargon. Sargon... I don't know, but I don't like the way he chats in the forums. He's very arrogant. Alright, so you're Miss Exeter, is that right? I thought you were Gina Rook. Oh, you have a different account? Alright, Victor. Victor, another strong player. Jeez. Alright, let's have another strong player. Your new style would be a disaster. Your new style? You have a new style? Viklop. He's got a lot of games. That's good. I like to see accounts with a lot of games. They're generally more reliable. We have like two really strong... We have either really strong players or really low rated. Actually, the average here is pretty high. I wouldn't mind a couple more low rated players. Like everybody's almost 2,000 or above. Meritus Soccer. We played this guy before, didn't we? Was it last simul? Why does this show nothing when I hover my mouse over it? Alright, he was tough, but only 1,700. 23. Alright, we'll take Miss Exeter. And last game. Blobix. Jeez, I have to accept Blobix. He's a subscriber. Another 2,200. Alright, any other players who are subscribers who I didn't accept? I can't take everybody. I'm sorry. There's a couple people there, Kratos, who I didn't get to. I can't accept everybody. I'm sorry, buds. Tough lineup, but I feel good. I gave myself plenty of extra time, so we're going to get started on time. My game today was the Sicilian. It's ridiculous. Like, I knew I was going to play, but he plays both d4 and e4. He even plays c4. But I had a very strong feeling he was going to play d4 against me. So I mostly prepared for d4. What do you think my opponent played? Raise your hands. Show of hands. If you think the opponent is going to play d4, what does the opponent play? I wish he played b3. The only tournament game I won this year was against b3. Life is not so easy. I wish everybody played b3, Gina Rook. It would be like having played every game. g4 would be even better, Mr. Coffee. You guys are lame, g4, b3. What is this, Weird Wednesday? Everybody, I just want to remind you, I do the stream 6 days a week currently. We have streams Monday, Wednesday, and Friday in the late morning. And Tuesday, Thursdays, and Sundays at this time in the evening. And I just want to remind everybody, there are 6 streams a week. I think we're going to modify the daytime start. Because, Mr. Coffee, if you can maybe help me change this on Bubot, I'm going to change the start time for the daily morning streams to 11 a.m. my time. To make it a little easier for Mr. Coffee to get here. Early morning. Thanks, man. It just doesn't seem like 10 a.m. is late enough that there's people showing up. It seems like The only players I'm getting are kind of coming a little bit later, so I'm going to try to start my daytime Monday, Wednesday, and Friday streams at 11 instead of 10 European time, guys. I should really update. I'll update the Twitch schedule. All right. Blubix, man, thank you for the donation. 1,000. It's been a rough week economically. I appreciate it. Hungarian foreign is down. Blubix with 1,000 bits. I appreciate it. Blubix is super. Okay, guys. I'm in tournament mode. I haven't played fast today, so it's going to take me a few minutes to kind of adjust to moving quickly here. I don't really like the simul setup, how it works. It seems like it just kind of laggy when I try to enter my moves. But we'll get through it. I wish it would just roll faster. Notch Papa. Merle Dixon. Regulars. Lots of strong players, so this isn't going to be easy. Magnus Carlsen against Anand. The Scandinavian. No, Bob hasn't been around. I think it's not as conducive for him this time. Alright, guys. Welcome to the stream. Merle D. DDD. Please support the stream, though. Much appreciated. Alms, also, 111. Back to third place. I need the support, guys. Jim, Blobix, Alms, 3J Lou, Fornaki, Merle Dixon, HTFP, Ludwig, and Heel Turn. Thank you guys for supporting the stream this week. Even if it's just 100 bits, I really appreciate it. Even if it's even less. Just the thought that counts. Alright. I'm kind of slow motion. It was a very tough game today. My opponent played e4, and I was completely prepared for d4. Either I have the wrong opponent prepared for, or they play the opposite of what I think they're going to play. But by a complete lucky chance, my opponent this week, who I didn't expect to play e4, played what I expected my last opponent last week, who I didn't play. So basically, today's opponent walked into my preparation for last week's opponent, who didn't show up, if that makes any sense, by a weird turn of events. But on the bad side, my preparation just isn't good enough in this particular line. It was a Sicilian Rossolimo. The guy played, I'm like a sitting duck in this opening. I got to play another variation. I only know how to play one way against the Rossolimo, and it's a lot to learn a second system. Basically, I didn't have time to learn a new system in a week against the Rossolimo Sicilian. So I'm just like trying to fortify what I already play. But I'm basically walking into heavy preparation. And again, today was like the guy played the most critical line that is really nasty. Lucky that I didn't lose. I sacrificed a pawn. Gina Rook, thank you for the donation. So I followed this game that I saw played by a 2600, Alexander Indich. He sacked a pawn and had no problems. Didn't work quite as well for me. Queen e5 check. Yes. I never actually faced this. I saw Queen e6 check get played in a tournament once by a sort of reasonable player, and I am. What am I going to do with Mr. Coffee? Maybe Gina is Bob. They seem to have the same sort of like one-dimensional obsession. Bob's alter ego. Just drop it, Gina Rook. Don't let people bother you so much. Just Pretend they don't exist. Alright, C takes D4. If you don't like some, just pretend they don't exist. Bob is just this regular from our stream. He had the same problem, though. He was obsessing over someone he disliked. And I think it's best to just try to put it out of your mind. Notch Papa. Alright. This is a bad opening from Pablo. I need all the breaks I can get, guys. Playing the Caro Khan. He's an entity. Not necessarily a good one or a bad one. We're not really sure. We're not sure if he's good or bad. You got your knight on c6. That's good. I don't remember. Have we had that before? No, I don't think so. Just forget about it. Playing the Nefedov variation, which I don't really know. Stuk at it again. He's at it again with a delayed bird. The bird delayed. I had a very stressful game today. I basically spent my whole game like pacing back and forth while my opponent thought. It's funny because he's the one who used all the time. I used all the time in the opening, and then I just walked around virtually the whole game. While my opponent like used all his time, so we like took turns. I thought for the first part of the game, and then he thought for the second part of the game. It's kind of funny. Alright, anyway guys, thank you for supporting the stream. We're going to be streaming 6 days a week. I am altering the schedule to 11 o'clock, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays instead of 10 in the morning. Give you a chance to sleep a little bit later, and me. Alright, Parmenides playing the Slav. Mertesacker with a strange opening. Bishop g5. That move I've not seen. I had this against a couple strong players. Burmakin and Kashishvili. Usually they just play knight f3 castles. Probably the critical test is whether you can play c4 or not. But bishop g5 is kind of strange. The jury is out. Jury out. The Budapest Gambit. Weird Scandinavians. Are you a weird Scandinavian? Any weird Scandinavians in here? Too many of us will qualify. I don't know, remember if we played this Notch Papa. Wow, c5 against the Nefedov. I don't know what I'm doing with white. Not really. E5 would transpose to a straight up winnower. Pawn takes pawn is interesting though. Interesting, but is it good? That's the real question. c5. I can also even take... Okay, guys, we'll have to ask Nefedov. Nefedov's not here. You watched the Merrill Dixon Simul game. Oh, God. Oh, no. Oh, man, I'm just transposing. That's weak. But the French opponent is like 2100. That's not good. I thought it was like low rated when I played the Nefedov variation that I don't know. Higa. I'm sure I'm mispronouncing it. I'm good. I'm good with Scandinavian pronunciations. Danish. Norwegian. Expert. Alright. E3. Hungarian's bad, but I've mastered it, sort of. What's simul? Back to the King's Indian. Man, time move. I don't remember what I'm doing in this. I invented this variation almost. But I have no clue how to play it. I only played it like 2 or 3 times. Then I quit chess for like 7 years. Interesting. Interesting concept. Bishop g5 there. So, it's Blizzard's system kind of works out. He tucks the queen away on c7. It actually seems pretty logical. I mean, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I feel like it's easy to overextend myself here. Dmitry Lass and I have had a lot of King's Indians already. What am I going to do? Something different. Man, cheesy noob, that looks weird. He's doing the unthinkable. Taking on c4 in the Dutch. It's sort of like the unspoken violation of general principles. e4. I mean, I could just check. Then he has knight c6, but that's not a problem. I mean, it's the problem is queen a4 check, bishop d7, queen c4. Actually, there is no problem. The problem is that there is no problem. I can probably do this. Coffee Mr. Grown. Yeah, Asturbate's doing his the time gambit. Where does he go during that time when he just doesn't move? Secretly consulting his roommates. Oh no. There's a win already? Dude. Get out the blacklist. I said grown. I did do that. It's the anti-computer repertoire. I'm sorry, man. You made me... You made me say that. I'm going to start banning the Tory attack along with the London system. So I walked into a mainline French against an experienced player. I play it, but I don't feel I know the winner deeply enough, really, with white to play it in a tournament level. On the tournament level. You know how many winnowers I've played? Like, maybe like 2 or 3? I mean, basically, if people play the French and it's an over-the-board game, I'll avoid playing e4. There have been some cases where I just played e4 and I didn't know what my opponents played and they played the French, but French is one of the openings I really dislike when I'm playing e4. I'll basically not play it if my opponents promise to play the French. Somewhat Fisher. Bust out the e4 now, Mr. Coffee. Stick with what you know. I'm just kidding, man. I'm going to go back to my like 1980s repertoire. Early 80s. No, early 90s, sorry. There is no early 80s repertoire. Late 80s repertoire. I don't remember the last time I played... Oh, the Marazzi. Yeah, it doesn't seem like Blobix should be playing the Marazzi. As I said earlier, he's more of like a brute force kind of guy. Can Smyslov play bishop f1 here? I don't remember. Take back. Take back's kind of... We're a little behind the other games. Steel Knight subscribed with Twitch Prime. Wow. Steel Knight, long time. Long time. Thanks for joining us. Maybe sometime you can play. I'm so bored with the symmetrical English. God. I just don't really have something else reliable here. I guess I'm playing c6. Whoops, a little mouse slip. I don't do that a lot, but once in a while, the mouse hesitates on me. At least it could have been a worse mouse slip. c6 wasn't so bad. I could like transpose some kind of King's Indian or Grunfeld. It's not that bad. Man, that's weird. Who played this against me? This, I think, is just a bad move. I'm having this weird deja vu. Uh-oh. Here comes e4. Surprise. e5 would be counterintuitive. Mertesacker last time sort of did the same thing. He basically sort of sandbagged me. I thought he was a weak player because he played the opening weirdly, and then all of a sudden he starts playing great, and somehow I swindled him. The same thing here. I mean, it looks like White just made up the first 6 moves, but all of a sudden he has this devastating threat of e4. I don't even know what I'm supposed to do about it. The bishop on g5 is completely random. Huh. Alright. Merle. Oh, he played for Arsenal. Yeah, ever since Arsenal started sucking. Well, actually, they've been sucking for a while, right? Arsenal's never here. I don't really follow the Premier League or football, but the big news I do see. Notch Papa has preparation. Mr. Coffee doesn't need any encouragement to part with his dark squared bishop, I have noticed. Makes me want to quote Shakespeare, which is not something I can do, but I don't know why it makes me want to do that. Thou hast not a dark squared bishop like that of Mr. Coffee. Alright. What am I doing? I don't know. Queen d2. Thou hast not a dark square bishop. Queen b6. Complete that sentence. Make it something interesting. I need something to follow that up with. Wow. Look, Ma, no queen. I'm just burning time. Dude, you're asking for trouble with that move, huh? Alright. I'll back it up. Alright, we've transposed back to the normal series. See, I was talking like Bugs Bunny. What is wrong with me? Notch Papa trying to transpose to Merle Dixon was called. We'll have to mix it up on him. I don't think I played bishop b7 in the other game. I guess I'm playing the Grunfeld. Speaking of the 80s. This is weird. Where to put thou queen? Horatio. Staying on the white square diagonal. Still don't even dare transpose to the Grand Prix attack. The Korchnoi, Fischer, 92. Famous game. Fischer sacked in exchange and defended brilliantly in a worse position. I'm not sure 92 is that good of a move. Uh-oh. Keegan knows what he's doing. That could be bad for me. What do you do now? G3, pawn takes pawn, knight takes e5, knight takes e5, pawn takes e5. Yeah, I mean, I kind of feel like G3 may not be that bad. But I'm just on the fly here. I don't really know what I'm doing in the French. I told you guys. Back to the beginning. Back to basics. I love it when my chess students ghost me. It's the second one. Why do you ghost your chess teacher? Alright, bishop f3. It's okay to ghost your girlfriend. Sorry, girls. But not your chess coach. Maybe they died. That's a reasonable excuse. Like, if you died, I completely forgive you for ghosting me for the rest of my life. That's the only excuse. You died or you got hit by a bus. You better answer my emails. Someone would sound, you'd never do that, right? Be surprised. And it's always like somebody who seems really nice. That's the weird part, you know? It's never like a person who seemed like a jerk or something. It's always the nice ones. Merle's a zombie, so it doesn't matter. What do we do now? Develop pieces. Alright, Blobix, we were having a little discussion about this. Actually, it wasn't disposition, it was a weird move order. Okay, so this is what is supposed to happen when black doesn't know the line. I didn't castle yet, Dimitri. You're not in the mainline King's Indian. It's Gligorich variation. It's not the same thing. Okay, we got another Fianchetto King's Indian. Jeez, let's just be consistent. I mean, it's okay to be busy with other stuff, but I mean, someone who is always very respectful just suddenly doesn't answer emails anymore. That's not... We're talking about like for a long time. Not like a week or two, like a year, you know. I'm talking about people who disappear for months or years. I completely understand if people can't get back to you for a few weeks. You know, it's not what I'm talking about. Okay, so c5. Interesting move. It's some sort of correct response. Except you played h6. Are you supposed to play h6? Not really. But it might be okay anyway. Alright, can we transpose now? a6. See, this is what I'm afraid of b5, or some crazy b5 move. Not really afraid per se, but I've got to keep it in mind. I stream 6 times a week now. I was doing 5 in the summer, but we're going with 6. Yeah, see, this is weird. Entering the Twilight Zone. 10 a.m. is the new 11. 11 is the new 10. I guess I'll just have to do it, dude. Screw it. We'll both have a weird position. Whatever. PSG Sakura does the obvious. Dare you make the obvious move? Oh, whatever. Give me a pawn. Give you a pawn. Give you a pawn. Ponderous decision. Well, it seems like a reasonable pawn to sacrifice. Get it. Dueling ambulances. The stream of many ambulances. Budapest, city of ambulances. Bishop f5, Danny Kopech. This was played on... We had a Danny Kopech, rest in peace. The old IM. We had a banter game on what is now defunct, the US Chess Live site, like 20 years ago in this line. This is theory. I have a new idea in this line, actually. New ideas. I managed to vary from a game with Merle. Buccaneer Bill made his start in Children's Morning TV out of Boston. That's new to me. Now this is an interesting little spot. I mean, if he decides to take on g2 and then play bishop h3, he probably... it's making me remember my tournament game from... Stick with your plan. Stick with the plan. The tournament game I lost 2 weeks ago, I sacked the pawn for nothing against a GM. I thought I had something, but it was just like a blitz. An unsound blitz sacrifice. Basically. Overrated. You can't be giving grandmasters pawns. It's just ridiculous. My opponent, whose motto is always take. What do you think he did? Just make one guess. Alright, now the Twilight Zone. Bishop g7, bishop f2, e5, e4, bishop somewhere. Someone that's not effectively playing the Benoni. But Fischer, he's basically using a Fischer repertoire. Every grandmaster has to have something against the English grandmaster, or anybody for that matter. Any Grunfeld player, any King's Indian Grunfeld kind of guy. Alright, Victor Korchnoi II. Oms is back at it again. Our theoretical debate continues. Debate time. F3. Is g4 a move here? Can we take it to the king side? A Tribe Called Quest. g4. f5. Weird reference. Queen f3 seems like the sound thing to do. Oh, you know what I was thinking, guys, would be fun? What do you guys think about, and girls, how does everyone think about, like, whether it would be interesting to do a stream where I'm playing, like, in Zen mode? So the point would be, like, I'm playing people, but I don't know, like, truly who they are, you know? Hige. Maybe Queen d2. Queen d2 is for you. It's for you, Queen d2. Alright. Well, it's not exactly a standard variation for me here. Mr. Coffee loves to take on f6. Doesn't like his darker bishop. h6 is just begging for it. There's always like Queen e8. We gotta dig deep to beat Mr. Coffee. There's no question. You gotta wake up pretty early in the morning. Get pretty deep on the 8th rank. Dig in. It's gonna be a long game. Right, okay. I should know this variation better. But people generally castle. That's more popular. I know f5's the line. I don't really like playing f5 in these variations. Oh, this is terrible. Queen b6 is terrible. It's worse than Queen a5. Thinking makes me tired too. What's up, guys? Simul stream. Tell your friends. Make your children watch the stream. Make your 6-year-old child log in too. We get more support, more viewers. I'm just kidding, guys. I think some streamers, I'm very naive, I think some streamers on Twitch have fake viewers. Just unbelievable. Unbelievable shady people would do a thing like that. What unbelievable shady streamers would have bot viewers on their Twitch stream? I have my instincts. But I don't do that. And I don't insist that you have your dog watch the stream. But I don't mind. But no bots. Alright. Blizzard with a weird opening. Why am I so afraid of b5? Seems unnecessary to fear b5. It's really like a little crazy. Fear of the unknown. H.P. Lovecraft. See, here I would be playing c5 if we were both castled. But we're not both castled. Slight problem. We're going to have to be creative. Queen c8 is interesting. castles, queen c2. And that's f5. And then d5 and stuff like that. I could just play d6, I guess. But again, we have the same problem. This is not really good. Oh no. Was it... Who was it? Was it Uber driver that was playing this a lot? You'd like to write a chatbot premise. What? You got your dog. That's awesome. Save the dog. Yesterday, my son's laptop battery died. He's had this gaming laptop for 5 months. So then he took over my computer. I haven't had access for 24 hours. It's pretty sick. 5-month-old computer battery would die. It sounds very suspicious. It has to happen on the weekend. You can't find a service place. All right. Well, another G3. What do we got here for acerbate? G6. Compensation for pawn. Compensation for Ponda. Ponda. Spelled with a D. This is like Alexander Ivanov style. He likes to fianchetto his queen. Do anything to win a pawn. And I mean anything. That's kind of irritating. Although, if f3, bishop c2, queen c1 does pose a problem for black. Guess we can do this. Funny, haha. Oh no, Perseapper just took with the knight. The main line is taking with the queen. No? Kramnik. Full-on Kramnik style. Right, now e4 is coming, it's going to kill me. If he gets in e4, e5, it's game over. So I have to play e5. I'm going to have to play faster, guys. Man, he gets... he seems prepared, I would say. But, I'm just paranoid, I think. Bishop h3. Let's be consistent. That was the plan all along. Start rolling. Rolling. Okay, c5. No time trouble yet. Oh god. Did you play this against me before? Oh, not the bishop d2 thing again. Who did that against me? Spassky-esque. I never really studied Spassky, and I started to appreciate him only too late. e6. I started to appreciate the Spassky too late. So what should I do here? No clue. Now that's not what the other children played. Knight f6 was played against me, and somebody played bishop g6. Kopek played knight f6. This is different. This is Encyclopedia of Chess opening, circa 1980. Knight bd2 exclamation point or something like that. It's not that bad an opening for black, probably. It's not good, but it's not that bad. Okay, so check. Whatever. Got to develop the pieces. Now our pawn's hanging. We can trade queens or not trade queens. That is the question. King h1. Anybody? Anybody want to go really nuts with f4? I don't think I want to touch that. I mean, how much compensation do I have here for this pawn that I sacrificed? Queen b3 is interesting. Alright, we gotta play faster, though. I was sort of forced to sacrifice this pawn, though. I mean, it wasn't like I had a choice. We're not going to repeat that other line. Speaking of repeating lines, yes, I know very little of this, but Uber driver, never mind. I think we played it. Uber driver, a big fan of that variation. Bishop e2, e6. How am I going to support my d4 pawn in that line? Like, I want to play b3 and bishop e2. We could just begin immediately. Get a head start. The passive variation. Actually, c6 there. Right. Isn't that a mistake? You sneezed? Oh my god. Speaking... I'm sure. Asterbase is making excuses in case this doesn't work out. He's claiming it was sneeze-induced. Dude, if you blow on your touchscreen, it moves the pieces, or what? That'd be kind of cool if you, like, were handicapped. Blow screen. It's an interesting move. I think you're overextending yourself, but not so easy to punish. This could get interesting. You don't want to give Mr. Coffee any incentive to play bishop takes f6 under any circumstances. Do not play h6. God, that Crash Test Dummy song, the one they played over and over and over again at some point in my earlier years, oh, that was like torture. Should I take on e4 maybe? If you want to lose control of the center. Probably a good idea. That's funny, Mr. Coffee. Yeah, because it was like so overplayed. There's got to be like somewhere some sort of research on the most overplayed songs of all time, you know? Probably Crash Test Dummies would be one of them. I think castling is in order. Bishop takes c4. Bishop takes c4. Very well. Deal. This is our pet variation with OMS. Theoretical discussion. You castle, I castle. We transposed some old variation. It's almost never played. Queen c8. It's like an antique system. Oh no. The move I always kind of think about, but no one ever plays. b4. I don't have anything prepared, OMS. I'm just going to try to improve on the last time. a4 is definitely an idea, but Botvinnik might take it. No. I don't think he can take it. He's not going to take it. However, there are other problems. Anyway, we need to do something. Alright. Now, Larson played like a5 here or something. Wait, I'll look it up. A5 is an option. We're going to need the castle at some point. Scary ass threats on the king's side. Not like that kind of love. Great benefits. A5 feels slow. This is the first time I've played this line, like, ever. If I castle, he doesn't have immediate sacrifices. I know that. Bent assures me. D5 is interesting. I had this against somebody. Old school. Nobody plays the old school Grand Prix attack anymore, Stuk. It's some kind of classy gambit. That one I've not seen. But why not? Can't be anything wrong with Bishop F4. The favorite square of London players the world over. If knight e4, I guess that's the point. Okay, let the battle begin. Where's the battle? Where's the battle? I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just gonna fly in the face of fashion. Someone on sound, a truly natural Benoni player. WJ Luke just subscribed to tier 1. 5 months. Guys, I'm not going to be able to chat too much like I've been. I'm going to have to really start shutting the mouth and turning on the brain. And just reacting quickly. My last consistent commentary coming to you. Benoni. It is good for him that he's traded pieces, though. Knight h4. Time consuming. Maybe bishop d3 now? Preemptively defending. Pre. If e5, what do I do? That's the question. Blizzard's 2100. I thought with a crazy opening he was lower. I didn't really watch. But he's not a pushover. Knight h4 was suggested. I agree that knight h4 is an interesting move. I thought about it. It's worth considering. But it's too strategic for this time situation, probably. A little too strategic, maybe, for my requirements. I wanted something a little simpler, I guess. b3. Sacrifice a piece. That's pretty mental. Completely mental. Sacrifice a piece there. b3, b4. Standard problems. We're like transposing into something else. Murthy Sakar, what's his real rating? 17, 16, 14. Last time he gave me a scary game, and now I'm freaking out again. It's a very strange position. Really, I have no clue what's happening here. Just randomly play Queen A5. Yeah, I wouldn't... I do recommend everybody doesn't necessarily, like, submit, like, suggestions for obvious one-move ideas. You guys could wait, or... Battle chess. Oh, man, battle chess is awesome. I miss battle chess. I'm so sorry they didn't make more modern version of that. You can't even find it online. Isn't that crazy? I couldn't find it, to play it like for fun online. It doesn't exist. Isn't that weird? The variation. What is that? F6. Maybe F6 isn't quite the most fundamental move, but D6 looks normal. Acerbates E5 isn't that bad. What do I do next? Pray. Start praying. Am I playing like the Capablanca variation there? I felt like there's something wrong. Black's played h6, right? Wow. Someone on sound with a6. But no Nephi. It's tempting to play bishop h6. But no Nephi me. Right, okay. 95. Looks normal. So what am I supposed to do? Huh. Gary didn't mention this. I have a lot of bishops on e4 around here. Popular theme. b3, b4, e5. No. Alright, that pawn must be protected. But I have a very bad feeling about this. Let's be consistent. I don't know. Yeah, he liked the fianchetto queen idea I suggested. But, you know what I mean. Preventing rook h4. If I play c4, what happens? I weaken my d pawn, I know. You haven't played h6. I haven't played rook c1. This isn't a true Capablanca variation, Merle. Welcome, guys, to my stream, International Master William Paschall. We are streaming 6 days a week, also Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 11 a.m. We can do without that old rook c1 move. But what is better than rook c1? WJ Lou, thank you. 200 beats. 200 bad beats. Queen b3. No, they're good beats. Okay, so what's the plan here? Just get beat down? Okay, 95 is coming. I had a funny idea. Rook b3, 95, rook e3, f5, pawn takes pawn, followed by f4. Maybe I just sack a second pawn, f4, bishop takes e4, bishop d3. Can I really sack a second pawn? I mean, is that realistic? No. Not really. Not really realistic. Bishop d3, 95, f4. Maybe. Knight takes d3, queen takes d3. What am I talking about? Knight e5, bishop d3. What? Bishop d3, knight e5, f4. Knight d3, queen d3. It's pretty bad. Alright, I don't know what else to do. It looks like my opponent's light squared bishop for my game today. My entire strategic basis was to kill my opponent's white square bishop. It worked. Like, it never played the whole game till the end. It still never played. Even at the end. I guess Pablo, I have to take this pretty seriously. Pawn takes pawn, knight c5. I was afraid of that. Maybe we have to sort of switch strategies. Strategies. Change strategy to hanging pawns? What? Okay, I'm a little concerned. Pablo might be a master. He's 1864. The sneaky opening. Knight h4 was recommended earlier. I have h4. Interesting idea. It's not that stupid. It will burn my bridges behind me. h4. h6, h5, bishop h7. It just looks like I'm freaking out. Doubt that's a good move. I mean, I should have expected this. Pawn takes pawn, knight c5, bishop c2. Okay, knight d3 check, takes. How bad is it, I guess, is the question. I mean, you better show me. I'll just try, see what happens. Bishop f4. Probably not a good move. Possibly not a bad one. Alright, time is money. Time is money, friend. Yeah, seriously. I gotta move faster. e4. Open it up. Not so easy. Very strange style of play here. Not really surprised. Okay, here comes the h4, g5, etc. h5, g4. But I'm not castled, Holmes. You understand me. We have 2 forfeit victories, or 3. What's the deal? How many free wins do we have? Someone on sound is still in Benoni theory. Pseudo Benoni. Here we go. No counterplay at all. .com. Makes you want to play this variation. Not. So c5 is a problem already. This looks bad. Like, knight g4 looks stupid. Knight g4. Okay, what does he do after knight to g4? Queen e2. Knight takes e5. Pawn takes e5. Queen c7. f4. I mean, maybe I can defend this. I definitely don't like it. Alright, so how about a little entertainment on the queen side? No. What is the plan? Yeah, seriously. I mean, I've got to do something. The sweep. The sweep is complete. I feel like I had this game already against like Merle or something, Percy. You're like copying Merle now? This is totally a Merle variation. Dimitrilas is acting like my king is on the king side, but it's not. I assure you, my king is not located on the king side. Right, now I have to go for it. I'm going to just get killed otherwise. I think this is like forced. F4. But there is a problem. F4. Knight takes d3. I seen the light. I seen the light now. F5. Oof. Pawn takes g5. Pawn takes e4. Pawn takes h6. What? Maybe I should just think about this. Pawn takes e4. F4, take, f5, pawn takes g5, pawn takes e4. I could play like queen e3 maybe. It's not looking good though. Especially after telling him all the best moves. Interesting placement of pieces. Obviously this was something I was worried about. What if I just play bishop back to g2? Maybe that's the lesser of the evils here. Looks horrible. Not my first... Oh, my new version of chess that I invented, guys. My new variant, which I came up with today. During my tournament game. You know, like, you've got, like, the standard king of the hill, or whatever. What I achieved today was connect 4 on the long diagonal. So, the goal of this variant of chess is to get 4 pieces. 4 of your pieces. The first player to get 4 of your pieces on the same long diagonal. Like, anywhere on the 4. Any 4 pieces on the long diagonal, either long diagonal at the same time. The first one who achieves that wins. I did it today, like around move 30. No pawns don't count, just pieces. It's a diagonal version of sort of King of the Hill. Connect 4 chess. I did it on the long dark diagonal, h8 to a1. Exactly. Bob's here. I'm serious, this would be a good variant. I think it has some potential. Yes, he saw it. Will I ever have A3 or B3? B3, B4, E5. No, B3, B4, knight A4, C3. I know I'm confusing even myself. B3, B4, knight A4, C3. That's just lame. Slame. A4. is different. A4, B4, E5. A4, B4, E5. Seems bad too. B3 kills B4. B3, B4. I wish it killed somebody. Might kill me. Unless I can sacrifice a piece. There's no time for that. B3, B4, E5, knight D5, knight E4. I guess it's interesting. I don't know. Yeah, I should probably stop and think before I make a move. I mean, I have all sorts of moves here. What the heck is going on? Knight takes A2. Rook takes A2. Like, does that count? Is that legal? I was like gonna play bishop F6. An arbitrary blunder. Bishop F6. What does he do on bishop F6? Bishop takes, rook takes. Maybe I should just take the pawn directly. Let's not be fancy. Hey, it's a pawn. No reason to be greedy. He's got knight E5, maybe? Is knight E5 going to mess with me? It's also not that clear. Knight E5, D6. I don't know. F5, triple exclam. The deep conception. I'm serious. I'm not freaking kidding about F5. This is chess. This is real chess. Chess is chess. F5, Queen D4. He just like lets me have it. That would suck. F5, Queen D4. Rook B3. The original plan was queen takes D3, F5, and that's where the problems start. Then I take on G5, he takes on E4. I could take on H6, actually. Then he recaptures. Or he takes on D3, I take on G7. I'm not a really big fan of this ops color bishop endgame. I don't know. Somewhat forced recapture. Okay, so what's happening here? Bishop H6, Rook F7, F4. I don't really like F4 anymore. But I might have to, or I'm going to end up like that other game. Wow, this is a good question. The unbeatable Merle Dixon with his orthodox queen's gambit. I kind of like my position here. This one I'm not so sure about. He found F5 after I talked about it for 6 hours. Imagine that. Good eye. They always said that in Little League Baseball. Good eye. Actually, I have another move I didn't think about here. Not that happy about it. Alright. Dmitry lost. This is a bad King's Indian. Bad, bad. But b6 might be a good answer to queen b3. A good answer to queen b3. God, dig in your heels for a long game here. Alright. Yes, the variation. Om's used more time than me thinking about what we already played before. Guys, we're going to be back tomorrow at 11 o'clock. Don't forget. Knight d2. What was I looking at? Knight e5, the alternate. Wow. Alright. What does that do? To play bishop f3? I wonder if it's worth it to play bishop c6. I don't know. Master had that. Oh man, Paddy took forever. Play the obvious. Okay, so queen d3. And I have to think. Think a lot. Queen e3, I meant to say. Probably not a great move. Takes on h6. Takes on d3. Takes on g7. Yikes. I don't know. The thematic French line opener. I'm not really excited about this. I feel like this guy has probably played the same position like 100,000 times. He's played the entire game in 30 seconds. Well, he used his increments, but that's all. It's not really good for me. It doesn't look good. Very awkward. Horrible. Truly horrible. I hate the French for a reason. Nothing personal, Blubix. Yeah. He's seen the pretty obvious continuation here. So queen e2, just try to stay alive, I guess. That's all we can ask from life. Lose the initiative. Get crushed by the Marshall defense. Not so easy to do that, honestly. This is a pretty strange position. Knights are knights. He saw the threat. Yes. Oh my god. An unexpected move, b4. Totally maniacal. Absolutely, positively maniacal. Now what? Just don't. Please, just don't. Not interested. Okay, we can't let him play f4. We get in a bad situation. This is the book move, queen a4. I didn't know that. I was wrong previously on an earlier stream. By the way, guys, I thought this was a suggestion of the engine that hadn't been played before, But it turns out there's like 3 or 4 games. Alms has like just been prepared all along in this obscure variation. I thought it was just unplayed, but it's totally been played. Was Las Vegas relevant? Well, if you like cacti, and sand, probably. That's the answer. It was relevant. On the other hand, like Atlantic City was very relevant. Blame everything on the Mormons. What was I going to do here? E5, right? Alright, guys, gotta move. Leave me alone. Acerbate. An artificial. That would be a good word for it, Bob. Have you ever been? I think artificial is probably the word that sums up Las Vegas best. But, you know, it has its charm. Artificial has its charms. Senor Coffee. He never got his favorite bishop takes f6 in. Oh boy. Alright, what do we do? With this move, king h1, I don't know. Probably supposed to play d5. I think the g-file is like fatal, so I have to take with the bishop. Here, I'm happy to be alive. We are simply happy to be alive. I'm out of book again, now after knight c2. Computer recommended a5 there, Oms. Thank you guys for donating, supporting the streams. Supporting the streams. The streams, whatever. I don't remember knight c2 being the move. But one thing did strike me. There's got to be some kind of good spots to make exchange sacrifices in this type of line. I'm just waiting to make a Topalov style exchange sack. I mean, I really could see that happening. Man, g4 is a little primitive. I don't really like that. Primitive it is. I don't know. Blizzard is used in 0 time. It's going to be hard to break this down. I don't know what to do. I think Dmitry just lost his marbles. How many marbles do you have there? Okay, knight takes b6, rook b8. I mean, even that. But I think I just take with the bishop. I mean, really? You can sacrifice that? King is alive. Bishop's not too alive. But my king is alive. Cheesy noob. Lots of dark square bishops. Oh, that's weird. Definitely not what I expected. Super bizarre. Lacking principle. Lacking in principle. He was lacking in principle. I don't know. Someone on sound I can almost predict all of his moves. It's like playing Alexander Ivanov. Very principled. Very correct. Absolutely not unsound. This is like an Ivanov 97 Benoni. Perfect pawn lever. Now black's better structurally. Man, it's just total Twilight Zone. I don't know what to do. Just gets weirder and weirder when I play this guy. I can't even begin to understand what's happening here. He doesn't castle. He just leaves his king in the center. Completely random. My king's in the center. His opening was totally bizarre. No idea what I'm doing. Knight takes d6. No. 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 Just go back. Just go back. Okay, this is king h1. Kind of weird move. Uh-oh. Intermezzo. That's alright. The b4 thing with the b4 c3 is the thing that really bugs me. I do not want any part of that structure, no matter what happens here. Now what? Maybe d5, closing the position. The anti-Asterbate. Asterbate said that e5. He's lying. He said it was a mouse slip, but he's telling lies. Knight takes d4, bishop d7, queen d7. I've been telling fibs, Asterbate. e5 wasn't a mouse slip. g5. Oh, it was a mouse slip. g5, obvious mouse slip. Interesting. Somewhat unsound. So what are we going to do? Knight h6? I mean, this is kind of weird. Kind of weird. Beyond that, we need a good move. And we're running out of time, which is Asterbate's whole plan. Alright, screw it. We're going to close it up. Draw. Draw is good. I hate the Caro-Kann. Sorry, Victor, for playing this wimpy opening. I wanted to try bishop b4 check. I'm not so sure. I think this is probably equal. Wow. Going into the endgame. Our opponent seems comfortable. Comfortably quick. Now, what? g4. Looks strange, but it may not be that bad. I'm a little bit worried, but yeah, g4 is dubious. No, I don't think so. You can't threaten anything. Bishop g5. Queen check. a5. How's the c file treating you? Exciting. Another exciting battle with Merle Dixon. You're in my anti Tory attack wheelhouse now, Mr. Coffee. Yes, A4. This is still like probably book of some kind. Holistic chess. Lover of knights. Oh boy. Okay, get the king back in the game. Rook takes. Maybe I should trade rooks and then play king g1, d2 there. Trade rooks in h3 is also interesting. Save dog playing like a 70-year-old grandmaster with knight h4. You'll make a great 70-year-old grandmaster, man. Knight h4, the favorite move of Keith Arkle. He's only like 60. And Farago Ivan. But not this position. You know, that's a known idea in the Queen's Indian. I always laugh at people. I have a lot of prearranged draws in that type of line. That's the favorite move of prearranged draw games. D takes e5. Whoa. What? Every move is like an unexpected response. The favorite move of prearranged draws? No. Keith Arkle. He beat me in the knight h4 Queen's Indian. It was like... I made fun of him for that later. It's like an endgame variation where it's like all 99% draws, but that's how he beat me. He has a very good technical kind of style. Alright, but it's tedious to play with someone like that. I mean, I like technical in games too, but I don't go out of my way to play that way like every game. You know, he goes out of his way to kind of grind people down. He's all excited if he beats someone in like a drawn endgame. You know, it's cool to win, but I like him. He's a great player. He beat me. What can I say? Knight g2. He's certainly not the first grandmaster to play knight h4 in the Queen's Indian. It's a very common idea. I mean, you know, who knows how many top players played that way, like with Karpov and stuff. Maybe I should play d5. I've had enough of this. We've had enough. Oh, there is a back rank mate issue. No, there's not, actually. Wow, so I can take on e6. Oh my god, it's like a bluff. Just take on e6. And the endgame's better for white. Speaking of boring endgames. Yeah, I mean, he's a specialist. He showed on his Facebook this one with a position that was like the most drawn rook and pawn game I ever saw. And he was like, look at this position I won in my latest tournament. I was like, man, I mean, it's interesting, but it's not that interesting. You know, it's like, this is the interesting drawn rook and game I beat someone. E6, maybe. Alright, liven it up. Bring it to life. Oh, bishop h3 could be an issue. Yeah. That's a bit of a problem, actually. Is it going to be an issue? Or can I just play e6? Weakening my king side a bit, but it's probably okay. Another draw. If you have to go, I understand, guys. No problem. Queen a4, maybe. I'd like to trade queens, would you? Now we have... Speaking of boring endgames, I have to be really... I had a fun endgame today. It was opposite color bishops, you know, with pieces on the board. So it was not drawish. It ended up a draw, but kind of by coincidence. I love opposite color bishop positions with pieces on the board. That's the important thing. Let's not be hasty about this. This is going to seem like a bit of a weird move. It is a bit weird. All right, next. Discoveries are not welcome. Another knight h4 possibility. And why not just go to b5, right? Queen b1. What are you trying to do over there? Besides take my knight. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna have to play faster. That's it. I'm done messing around. No more Mr. Nice Guy. Rockport recard. This looks like one of his like miniature losses in the Queen's Indian or something. Alright, now we're gonna have an interesting game here. Themes. That's a common theme today. Mr. Draw. For a draw. Oh, for a draw. My opponent declined my draw today. I was very upset. I thought we're about equal rating. The team is equally matched. He might accept a draw, but he liked his pawn up position. How dare you decline my draw? Up, down, I mean up a pawn. Dude. Queen b6. Standard Benoni. I'm just kidding. Not really. Typical move. In Benoni land. Bishop b3. How can you do that? Where did that come from? Is that legal? Now if queen takes, or bishop takes, I guess bishop takes. Keep the queen centralized. Man, Blubik spent 8 hours on this move. That's nuts, man. He just spent 8 hours on one move. Like an masturbate. That's hilarious. Checkmate. I better be careful. He's got some play there. This is weird. I'm not happy. I can't say I'm happy about that move. Really weird position. I don't know what to do. I'm probably lost here. We can blockade on the 7th a bit. Not for long. Oh. Yeah, maybe I best just think about this a little bit more. Another draw. Alright, I'm just taking draws now to limit the opposition in equal type of positions. I mean, you may be. You're entitled to be slightly better. What is happening here? You have the right to be slightly better. Yeah, I mean, I'm sorry, I should play, but I let my time get too low. I would like to play it out. We'll have more chances to play it out. I mean, I'm going to take the draw in this time situation. Oof. Oof. What a move. That's decisive. Quite a game. Well, what just happened? What did I just do? I'm just resigning. There's no way I can save this. This is over. Takes. That's a beautiful move. I was probably lost anyway. Man, it's like playing Wei Yi or something. Damn. I'm really playing like Rockport, and not in a good way. Now what? I guess I should have traded the Dark Square Bishops here in this game. I don't know. Someone on sound is just brutally strong. What just happened? A blunder? Bishop e8. Bishop e8. Oof. c4 maybe. This was kind of weird, the opening stage, but it worked out okay for me. Wow. Knight there. Just giving me a pawn back. Now what do I do? Pawn takes. Don't really like it. d6. Jeez. This is not a conventional King's Indian here from Dimitri Lass. I guess I could castle queenside in that game. But this move eluded me. Queen A1. What? Just when I thought you were going the other way, you went over there. Where am I going to put my queen? Back? Back. Put it back. Put it back!
Yes!
Put it back, man. Still alive in the French. H4. Sorry for the quick draws, guys. Oh. Acerbate absolutely bringing it with C4. OMG. Holy God. Look at this guy. C4. What? Where did you come up with that? Oh, this is getting weird. It looks like as bad as my game with that other one. It looks as my PSG soccer rook game. It's as bad as that. Queen E2. Non-standard. He's going to play knight C4. Equalizing. The secret is to bore Blobix to death. Pide is really strong. Seems to have gotten stronger a little bit lately. Not sure about this. I'm also not happy with this. Structure is atrocious for white. So queen takes, rook takes. I see. Or maybe you have queen A5. Nah. Masturbate took. What? G4. Can't help myself. Crazy about the Grob. I absolutely love the Grob. Any sort of Grob. Grobbing good. I really ought to get this out there. Mate. Mother of Wei Yi. That is a good move. Look at that lateral vision. Threatening bishop h6. It seriously looks like a Rapport, Wei Yi Rapport. Murder. Murder game. Queen e3. Geometrical precision. He was met with geometrical precision. Bishop c6. This is weird. Maybe I can play rook a8, rook takes c5, rook a1 check, knight f1, rook b1. Rook a5, rook takes b3. I'm just slightly better. Coach AH. What's up, coach? That's a good place to go. The old... Love my f4 pawn. But I do like my bishop. He's saving my life. Bishop saved my life. It's bad and good. The best kind of bishop. He's conflicted. No more bishop jokes, guys. Oh, it's g5. Alright, maybe I should just play g6. Enough of this nonsense. It's a Sicilian. Rook f c1. Hyper positional. Positional chess. Knight e4. Knight e4, bishop e4, knight e5. Arkle. The Arkle maneuver. No, he's got that nasty knight e5 at the end. I mean, I could just take on e5, I guess. It's not that bad. I want to simplify. Masturbate is just pure evil. Thank God for endgames. You're out of beer. Aldi. It's funny that there's Aldi in America. I'm shopping at Lidl. Joanna Tries is live. It's time. Alright, guys. Now what? You're attacking my pawn. What am I supposed to do? Play b4? Probably a thought. Knight fianchetto. It's a serious thing. Damn, dude. The knight fianchetto. b6. I hallucinated I had a dark square bishop. What am I doing? It's crazy. Wait, rook g6? What's that about? Yes, you dastardly. I keep running into these moves I suggested. Oh, they have no express line in all Aldis. I was just at this other one at the Lidl, basically the same thing. And yesterday, in fact, it was this horrible thing. There were like millions of people packed in, and they had some problem writing up some guy's bill, and it took like 15 minutes. People were freaking out in my line. It was like I was the guy after the guy, and I wasn't in a hurry, so I didn't care. But the poor cashier was like going nuts. She didn't know what to do. There was no manager really. There was, but he couldn't help really. It was weird. The budget supermarket has its issues. Obviously. Acerbate. You're evil. How am I going to get my knight in the game? Knight h6, I'm going to do it. What other choice do I have? What is there to think about? I was so sorry for this woman, though. Everyone's getting angry, like it's not her fault. The manager's not really helping. It was just horrible. And the guy's being really mean to her, like it's her fault that something went wrong with the computer. Alright, I don't know. Black is surviving here. You have to bag your own stuff, but that's normal. Is that unusual? I mean, they don't have baggers, but a lot of normal supermarkets are pretty lame too, honestly. I found. Bagger. Sandbaggers. Sandbaggerers. This is a weird game. It's getting weirder. Yeah, you have to pay the quarter. A lot of people can't stand that. That's actually old school Hungarian supermarket thing. I mean, even some of the ones that have been around for a long time, you have to pay for the cart or whatever. It's not a big deal. You put the money in, you like rent it. I guess Americans have a hard time getting used to that. Not having like free carts. It's really not a big deal. Alright, you guys distracted me enough now, I think, for today. Oh, okay. Thought I had a plan, but it keeps disappearing. What was my plan again? The end game. Oh man. Where's the knight headed? To a theater near you. How's my time doing? G4. Maybe he has a strong answer to that. Queen takes D2, not good. Blobbies with the classic. I'm trying to do that in the other game, the mate on H6. No. You're not allowed to mate me. Acerbate, Mr. Positional. You can just leave me with that knight there. Bishop, whatever it is. Dude, what's up? Bishop takes F3. Queen F3, Queen D4. No development. Wasted tempo. Queen E3. Plays a mean Trompowsky or whatever this is. Tory attack. Why is my queen going there? No. Bishop H6. What am I doing? Help. Somebody get Mr. Coffee and time pressure. I think take back might be better here. I thought this was like the game with Pide. I was a little bit worried. Pide's been winning a lot of games against me. Another draw. Too solid. Slightly better there. Monster Knight. This looks close. b5. No. It's equal. But Parmenides always tricks me. It's crazy. He has all sorts of tactical tricks all the time, and he always like flags me right at the end. Every single time. That bishop is pretty strong, honestly. That's the move. I don't know, I thought it was better than it was, though. I have g5. Maybe it is good. Acerbate goes nuts. Acerbate in attack mode. Oh, yeah. He has an answer for everything. How does Somewhat Unsound have 14 minutes left? My God. It's getting even faster. You have that move. Wow. Oh my God, he has c3. I don't know why I'm wasting so many tempi here. The big center. Mr. Garvey, what is your queen doing on that square? Stay in your zone. Mr. Coffee, you're not allowed to win. Oh my God. Stay in your lane. What the heck? What have I been doing there all game? Does anybody know? Wow, dude. This is an official disaster. Not the only one. As I said, not the only one. Can I beat anybody? On the 7th? Really? God damn it, Mr. Coffee. He's winning a pawn at least. What was I thinking here? Just losing everything. I didn't see 94 check. Just pointless. My last move was just pointless. Just losing. That sucks. It was actually an interesting game. This guy finds an answer to everything. fucking Twilight Zone game. Mother. I didn't know that someone on sound could play the Benoni as well. Apparently. Extremely well. Looks like I'm losing a pawn. Possibly more. I don't know. What's happening here? So is a check. He happens to have a check on b5. Isn't that convenient? That's so convenient that you have that check. Wow. Mother of pawns. Very nice channel indeed. It is. We have lots of childish regulars that make fun of your misspellings. Alright. b3. Am I dead yet? My queen's almost trapped. Very close. Yeah, probably I should answer that somehow. Rook a5 is up next. Plus my pawn's hanging at the same time. Yeah. The last worry. Losing a pawn. I don't care about losing a pawn. Oh, you have that check too. Alright. Oh my god. Look at this. Look at this move. What? He found this. Holy crap. Rook f5 check. Oh my god. It's totally a mess. Look at that stuff. He's got 16 minutes. He's like... Oh my god. Whatever. Just blitz now. Astrobate playing for time. Yes, you found that. Now I'm lost. Wow, dude. That's pretty impressive, Pablo. Quick, too. Queen there. Check. Mate in 1. Astrobates. By the way, Astrobate, as well as Connect 4, I was the only player in today's game to threaten mate in 1. I thought you would appreciate that. I know how dear that is to you. This is getting a little scary now. Oh, rook g5. Yikes. Wow, he's got rook g5. Holy crap. I guess I'm in serious trouble after that. Pablo found some pretty strong moves in this game, I would say. Probably just lost now. Pablo kind of came out of nowhere. He played the beginning like he was the beginner, but then all of a sudden, I was dead. Rook there. No time. What am I going to do? Take my rook off the file? Why would I do a thing like that? Pawn. Pawn avalanche. Oh no. Please. No time. He's attacking my king, but I'm not even castled over there. Wow, look at this. Attack coming out of nowhere. Speaking out of nowhere. Speaking of, Mr. Coffee. Also coming out of nowhere. What happened? Oh, I like it. We need more of those. Give me some more of those. Whatever they are. Oh, he's got some sort of defense. I'm pinned. I've lost 2, 4 wins and 5 draws so far. Help. I didn't want your stinky pawn. Knight somewhere. A3 is kind of lame, actually. But I gotta do something. Oh my god. This is a weird player. Can't really quite get this guy. Something weird. The weirdest games against this guy. Nine minutes ahead of me. Masturbate found an answer. He's back in the game again? Seriously? Holy crap. Oh. What just happened? I mean, Parmenides is unbelievable. He's beating me. Brutally. Super strong. I don't know what to do. I'm just running out of time. I have no time. Draw? I always have no time, of course. But at least our position is equal. Like, some of them are not. Masturbate could have gone for it. With Bishop F2. Queen A4, calmly. What am I doing? In the face of death. Why am I not allowed to do anything? Ever. Seriously. No, you can't kill me. I already did that before. Interesting endgame here. Much Papa with an incredible amount of time remaining. Lost again. Knight f3. It Zugzwang. He found the defense. Master had that. Whatever, dude. Pablo with 12 minutes left. Still worse here. So disappointing. What? Blobix is like the only player who actually ever gets in time pressure against me. It's kind of crazy. Now my rooks can't move. That's good. Masturbate's actually in time pressure. Yeah. I think this is pretty hopeless. Oh, that's how it works. Interesting. 3 out of 4. 3 out of the last 4. Parmenius just crushed me again. He's unbelievable strong. I think he gained like 200 rating points. Bob, why is your mind in the gutter? I mean, that's ridiculous, dude. I'm struggling here. I think it's funny, dude, you know? I mean, seriously, Bob. You should try actually really thinking for a change before you say something. It would be interesting what would come out. It might be interesting. I mean, if you think before you talk. All right. You never know. I mean, you might actually say something interesting. It's not impossible. This is looking pretty drawish, actually. Thought I was better. I'm gonna like lose on time every game. What the heck? What heck? Man, this is devastating. Looks like my game today. Acerbate. Jesus, dude. Taking it easy on me. Some of yous are taking it easy on me today. I really appreciate that. Very similar to today's game in a bizarre way. Oh, what is happening? Whoa. Blumik's fully playing for time. He's not the only one. Damn. What? What? You beat me on time? What? Why did that game count? Oh my god. Wow. Oh, that's horrible. The last game I should lose. That's disgusting. I hope you're proud. Wow. That is such a sick... sick loss. F7 check? Is that a good move? Oh man. I give myself way too much time. What is happening? H5? H4. You have no bishop. This player seems somewhat strong. Different than Summit on Sound. His unique style. I can't believe I played this game like this. This is so stupid. I turned it into a normal King's Indian anyway. How can that even happen? Alright, next. Chances to draw are good. 5 wins, 7 draws. It's a good game. I don't know what's up with the time around here. It's made in 1? OMG? Oh my god. You're on that? I just freaked out. Oh, dude, come on, please. I mean, I just made my move. Whatever. That is disgusting. I lost that other game on time. Unbelievable. What? Lubbock's has that? Wow. I never lost so many games on time. Ever. I've never seen anything like this, though. I got tricked into a normal King's Indian. Okay, this is really just a waste of time at this point. We gotta draw. Rather than waste time. It's happening. Still alive. Chess Blobix. Yeah, this guy got stronger too lately. It's like Parmenides seemed to increase in strength. That's good, I guess. You guys should get better. I see a massive increase in Parmenides. I sacked my queen. Thought I had something here. I thought I had something here. I know I said that already. Oh, that move. Wait, this? I don't know. I don't know. What the heck is going on? It's a mate? Jesus. It's mate. He found a mate? Jeez. Every variation wins for white? Seriously? Blubix crushed me. Thought he was dead. And he had like no time. Wow. I mean, it's unbelievable how well people play. It's just unbelievable. And almost using no time at all in most cases. It's incredible. I guess I have to take this. I could play King G1. That wouldn't really work. This is kind of anticlimactic. It also reminds me of my game today. Alright. I lost some stupid time games. Man. Wow. I never flag like that with 1 second left, normally. I did it like twice or 3 times. Both in like drawn positions too. It's so funny. I wouldn't mind like losing the lost positions on time, but don't make me lose the drawn ones. Like, that's stupid. You did what? You played what? Rook C1? You just do anything you want. Oh, okay. I guess that's a strong move. I think that Blubix is playing the wrong system, though. I really do. I think that he's playing, seriously, the wrong opening system. Whatever. Yeah. Whew, that was close. Almost lost that. Good game, Blubix, I guess. I think I probably just made like a 1-move blunder. We were both in time pressure, though. He handled it better than me. 8 losses, 5 wins, and 9 draws. I know I had a tough game today, but this is ridiculous. Wow. I'd like to know what the average cent-upon loss of my simul opponents is. We should like calculate it. I mean, everyone plays like masters. It's pretty scary. Even people who are like 1700 or 1800 play like masters. What? You just take my bishop? It's unbelievable how strong my opponents are. I mean, they're stronger than my like tournament opponent, who was like an IM today. Where's my simul? It just disappeared. So, I don't remember the last time I had a minus score in a simul. Maybe it happened once. 8 wins. 5 losses, 9 draws. Well, I lost a bunch of games on time. I'm sure what you played is sound, as always. You're the only player in my simul who has a winning position every game. Someone on sound. It's pretty incredible. Every single game you have a winning position against me that you play. Damn, dude. I don't know how you can do that. I thought you were clearly better. And then I had to sack my queen. This is tedious. This one I should win. It's really bad. This is extremely annoying. It's a draw, but it's not an easy draw at all for black. Without the queens on the board, Dimitrilis is lost. Well, I mean, I think that someone on sound, there's some inconsistencies with his rating. He's like 1700 in blitz, but he seems like a master. I don't really understand why he's so bad at blitz. I don't think you swindled it. You had me completely outplayed, and then you lost control for a while, and then you know, we both made mistakes. I wouldn't call it. Well, I mean, maybe I was winning. I'm not. I don't even see a win. I never saw a win for me, obviously. Thanks, Mr. Coffee. Pity donation. Oh, a last trick for Dimitrilas. One last cheapo with F3. He didn't play it, though. What is going on? Bishop takes c8. He's got more cheapos. Damn, dude. I can't beat anybody. Whew. This is unbelievable. Rook takes d6. Still not winning. Anyway, guys, I'm really depressed about this. This is pretty bad. Pretty bad result. Look at that move. He instantly played rook b2. Instantly. He's a hard player to get a handle on. He has this really bad score against him, but I don't really know why. Because actually, he should have a much better score. He's supposed to be 2100. This is going to be tough for me to hold against Grandmaster-like technique. if I can win this even. I'm like totally losing confidence. This move probably helps him. Yeah, I totally just helped him. Or maybe I'm winning, I'm not sure. Fabiano? Well, I mean, you know, very strong in general with everything. Perfect moves again from Paide. Another perfect move. Playing e5 just in time. Maybe I have something. But every time I think of a move, he has some sort of counter to it. I'm just beat, man. This is brutal. But even like the random 1700s like beat me. The new guys. First game. Pedro or whatever his name was. Just some 1700 blitz player. Just crushed me. I mean, if you beat me on the first game, it's usually pretty dubious. If you're like 1700. You know, you're going to beat me eventually, but the chances of doing it the first time you play me in a simul like this, if that's your strength, is not that high. I hate it when that happens. Just random new people challenge me who are fairly low rated, and they just crush me. G5 here. Look how fast he is. It's unbelievable. Doesn't even have to think about his moves. Nothing I can do. Sit back and lose. Essentially. Sit back and relax. And just lose. I guess I should just not play random people. I don't know. Keep it just amongst people who are regulars to my stream. I mean, we could easily fill the simul with just subscribers and people I know from my regular stream. This has got to be winning at some point, but he's not giving up. It's been a very tough day. Have I ever played Hasbun? You know he's like from New England, right? I mean, he like lived in Providence. We like study together and stuff. I mean, I've known that guy since he was a little kid. Actually, in my prime, we were capable of beating him in blitz. He has a huge plus score, but sometimes I could take him out 5-0. Obviously not in bullet. Is this the last game? The other one. 5 wins, 9 losses, and 9 draws. Yeah. Whatever. Don't submit your game. Don't submit this game, Blubix, for my subscriber stream. Don't do that to me. That's just mean. Knight d4. Damn. He's got another secret move for me. He instantly makes the move. Yeah, I've been to some pretty bad concerts in Providence before. What am I doing? I have a clear advantage at some point. That's what I said, dude. I blundered like a one-move blunder against you. You have a bad bishop, and you had a bad bishop, and I had it blockaded, and I don't know what happened. You had some kind of trick or something. The whole game just backfired in one move. At the end when I was in time pressure. But I think you were actually better before that. You know? But that's why I was pretty disappointed, Blubix. It wasn't like you just crushed me, you know? Clearly I felt I was pretty confident there. But 9 losses is pretty bad. So, yeah, I don't remember last time I was losing simul. But those time losses, those damn time losses. Now what? Now what happens? King h7? No. Yes. I guess he's sort of tied up at the moment. He's feeling a little tied up right now. He could have let you lose. 0.06. Bishop d3, b4. No, I'm not going to give people 30 minutes anymore. Most people don't even use their time. I don't see the reason. I really don't. We'll cut it down to like 20 minutes. What I did today was add 10 minutes to my time, but that doesn't help. It doesn't help me at all. In fact, I just think longer and don't play better. You know, what I need to do is give you guys less time. I think that's making a difference. Speeding up the game. Wouldn't want to do that. What's this? Now? 20 minutes doesn't make a difference to most of you guys. Most of you guys play bullet anyway. It doesn't really matter. 20 plus 30 versus 50, something like that. Like, nobody was even close to losing on time amongst my opponents. It's unbelievable. Not even close. Blobix had like a minute left or something. I mean, maybe there was one or two players who were actually in time pressure. Now we start trying to win. Maybe we have a chance. Well, I mean, it's collective. This was my worst time simul ever, and I gave and the really funny part about it, the really funny part is that I actually gave myself more time than usual. That's the bizarre irony of it. I was extremely tired. I had a really long game today, and I mean, obviously, it's not easy, but I've had long games before. But this was, I couldn't rest before the simul. It was pretty brutal. Um, I thought I could navigate it, but the time pressure started like getting out of control. Now he's gonna start trying again. Found the formation. Found formation. Yeah, I mean, I think that I know a lot of people who can lose this position with weight. Yeah, I mean, I've been up since 6 o'clock this morning. Well, 7. Um, but I thought giving myself extra 10 minutes would help. Strength of simul was ridiculous. No, I didn't win. I had black against an international master. It was extremely tough. I was lucky to draw. Swindle is not a nice sounding terminology. I like how he offered me a draw, though. Yeah. It's an easy draw. I'm still not going to get back to equal score. It was, I can't say it was fun, but it was a good. Jim subscribed. Secretly not a subscriber? Jim's here. De la Villa. De la Villa. De la Villa. I played with him. I don't remember the game at all. Well, there's only one way to skin a cat. Actually, there's two. Two cat skinning. Mule Skinner. I didn't think I would win this endgame. It's a miracle. See how much better I can play when I'm playing heads up? Oh man, what a bad simul. But thank you guys. 7 wins, 9 draws, 9 losses. It's not really a good structure for him, you know, that position. Obviously, you know. My rook's gonna get stuck. That could be some sort of weird complication. Probably not, but let's not allow that to happen. A disastrous result. I was just flagging and I couldn't react. It was a disaster, I admit. I mean, he just took for granted that the rook endgame was a draw, but this particular structure is a little bit tricky, obviously. Yeah, that's why I wasn't really 100%. I had a really long game today. It was a draw, but it was back and forth, and it was just a really long struggle. I was clearly worse, then I was clearly better, then it was unclear, and then I ended up drawing. But my team got slaughtered. So now we have a goal, though. We play to avoid relegation. I was joking about that. It's good to have goals. No, today I'm going to go kill myself now. This is like my worst simul result ever. I stopped drawing, though. That's good, at least. I had too many draws the previous season, so it's good I started the season with 2 losses and a draw. 2 losses and 2 draws. Oh, man, that was an ugly simul. All right. A little bit of time pressure problem. Anyway, guys, thanks for playing. It's not easy, but incredibly strong opponents today, I have to say. Anyway, we somehow won a pawn down endgame. Pide got bored. Guys, thanks again for subscribing and donating support to stream. I'm going to try to get some rest, and it's tomorrow at 11 a.m. I'll wake up and we'll be able to play some Blitz, and I'll recover from today's simul and today's tournament. I will be back 11 o'clock tomorrow. Mr. Coffee, thank you for being here for this simul, despite how ugly it was. Honda's pretty disappointed. Hey, that's not right that you guys beat him in the simul. You know, it's not really fair. That's not cool. Okay, good job, guys. Bye-bye. Anyway, That's just what Panda says. I think it's not fair. He has PhD. Yeah, everybody does. This was tough, man. I don't know. We lost 9 games. Blubix among them. There were some quick draws and some late draws that were kind of pity draws, but we had very few wins in the simul. Very high quality of opposition: 2200, 2200, 2175, 2164, 2135, 2095, 2000, 2000, 2000, 1900, 1900, 1900, 1800, 1800, 1800, crushed me. I lost on time against Stuk, or no, it was a draw. Pade managed to win. He's not at 1600. This guy just bailed. Acerbate almost beat me. What did you do? Acerbate, by the way, what happened? You resigned? What happened there? Someone on sound is 1500. No. Notch Papa was a good player too. Actually, Notch Papa's more like 2000. Percy and I drew. This guy plays a really weird game. That was a tough game. So, like, where's the weak players, you know? There was, like, 2 low-rated players who dropped out before. That's the funny part. Like, the only 2 low-rated players I had were, like, the guys who dropped out. Like, that's my only wins, basically. Pablo played, like, a master at the end. I mean, that was weird. I thought I was winning against him completely, and he has this amazing combination of moves. To sacrifice 2 pieces for a rook and then win by force. Acerbate is close to a draw. Yeah, actually, Acerbate, I'm very disappointed, dude. What did you do here? After all that, you resigned? I had a minute left. He had 245. He's only down a pawn with a rook on the 7th and some compensation. He felt sorry for me because I was losing so many games and flagging or something. Not you. I mean, 2 people, like, just didn't play. I'm talking about. There's 2 games that just, they didn't play. I mean, it's like the lowest rated opponents I had literally didn't play. So it was worse than it looks. Like, I hardly won a single game. I mean, it's insane. It's just insane. Who didn't play well? I mean, if you look down the line, Blizzard, okay, that was sick. I mean, I lost on time against Blizzard. He was like, Blizzard wins again. Actually, the final position is very double-edged when I lost on time against Blizzard. But I said I'm not going to analyze, but just for your edification. I was going to blunder, actually. It's funny. I thought this is enough to draw. Computer says that I was better off playing Bishop F1. That was weird. I managed to find a way to, like, lose this position. Almost. I played, like, King D4 playing for a win, and Black's better. After Knight F5 check. I thought I was better. I thought I had Bishop E4 and I'm better, but it's not true. It's insane. I mean, I've got this A pawn coming down, and it's like White has to fight for a draw, apparently. That's crazy. So that's one of my losses. Soccer Rook just crushed me. What's that? Center pawn loss. 21. He made some mistakes. That seemed very, very brutal. A lot of games where I was better, I had to just... No, this Parmenides game is unbelievable. I don't understand. It says he made mistakes, but I don't see any. I made 6 inaccuracies. I wasn't losing a piece and I resigned? What? How can I not lose a piece here? You could just protect the knight. You see, that never occurred to me, like moving my king up and protecting my knight. That's really funny. I had no time, though, 46 seconds, and I was like flagging on all boards, and I got pinned with rook d8. It felt like I should have a move, but I couldn't find it, and I was going to flag on all my boards, so I just resigned. It turns out I have 2 moves. It's funny. I'm not lost. Yeah, 3 guys just didn't play. It looks like Acerbate resigned too early. Someone on sound. Someone on sound. Another perfect game. Oh, better get the investigation team to look at this. Novelty. Black, I thought, played very logically. I was proud of g4, but then I couldn't find strong moves. Oh my god. Someone on sound, check this out, dude. Rook e8 check. That's obviously, you know, I'm going to find that with 48 seconds left. But rook e8 check is just almost mating. But I could have just played bishop d2. It never occurred to me. Your queen is like trapped, dude. Damn. I was focused completely on attacking your king. I just trapped his queen. You're lucky. You did slime me today. I like going over these games. It makes me feel better. What other game was interesting? Acerbate. Stook was worse. Save a Dog was worse. Wasn't he? Maybe not. Time Move just dropped out. Yeah, he lost connection or something. The French game, I don't want to see that. Dude. I don't want to see this. I know I misplayed the opening. Bishop f1 is probably going too far. Nobody plays that. Handful of games. Romanishin played it once, and Solskis played it once, and Riccardi. At least they're good players who played it. It's just not played. But it's funny. Very few people play your move c4. Bishop f1 is too much. But this is a novelty. I think it's fairly logical. My original plan was to take on f6. Then I chickened out. But it's a lot riskier what I did structurally. I hated my position, to be frank. It's really not good. Yeah, I mean, I have just a sick structure. It's minus 1.8. And no compensation for it, really, whatsoever. But at some point, I was actually okay. I mean, I assume I'm okay here. I had some kind of terrible oversight. Like, I just missed knight f7. I completely didn't see knight f7. You can just do that. Then I'm just lost. But black is better still. I mean, I could take and suffer this endgame. It looks like take and rook h1, d4. I could sack the exchange. Actually, I just hang my a-pawn, play that. I mean, white's really fighting an uphill battle in this endgame. This is extremely tricky. But it's maybe a draw. Yeah, I mean, c4. I don't know. You know, like, there's other lines where that's played like a move later or something, and you actually do, like, bishop f1. Maybe when, like, queen a5, queen d2's in, I think. If you throw those moves in, if you did queen a5, right? Sorry. Bishop d3, queen a5, queen d2, and then c4, and now bishop f1. It's like transposing. It's the same game. Solskjaer. There's some game which Smyslov did that in almost identical position, but it's just too fancy, you know. There's no reason to play bishop f1. I mean, there's a reason for it, but it's just too slow. It just takes too long to play g3 and bishop h3. So, black's just clearly better. I wonder if there was a moment where I was okay, but it looks like I'm lucky that I'm not lost at this point. I was happy to get to this position. Actually, the computer says rook takes f5. I completely missed it. I mean, this might be a good try. Not really excited about it now, though. So this move, 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 and now, I mean, I have to just take, I just spaced. I mean, rook g1. Then I made it worse, you know, like I could lose the pawn and it wouldn't be that bad. If I lose this pawn, I mean, there's still some chances to draw, like a5, knight takes g4. Maybe I'd still have chances for some sort of draw. But this is ridiculous, like g5, just resign. I mean, this is hopeless after this. Because I'm going to lose this pawn, and then he's starting knight e4 check. It was like another blunder. Still, it's lost for white. It's horrible. Yeah, I had a bad feeling from the beginning. I don't like playing the French in a simul when I'm playing 25 boards. You know, it's extremely strategic, and there's no time to think. And I don't mind tactics, but I can't play complicated strategic positions with no time. It's just too difficult. So it was a bad choice. I should have played. Actually, this is interesting. Bishop takes c3, b takes c5. I should really just take on d5. I wanted everything. That was my regret in the opening. Why did I just transpose to a winner? I don't even know which way black should take back. I mean, it's almost like a refutation of c5. I think this is a really good line for white, actually. This a3. It's super simple and easy to play. Black has to take, and then this grab is not so great. It's very easy for white to play this. Queen g4, knight f6, queen g7, rook g8, queen h6. And then we looked at a game last week. Where one of our subscribers played this in a tournament. He plays it all the time. It says, oh, the computer's like equal, and now like white's just better. White's like better in all lines. It's just kind of torturous for black. White has the bishop pair, but the king is never completely safe. Actually, both kings. I think this is a really good idea against the winner. You know, I don't think this is so easy for black to equalize here. This is what I wanted to play. The question is, like rook g6, where do you put the queen? All three lines are playable for white. All three lines are better for white according to the computer. So, I think this is just great. I made a mistake though. I should do, in the game, c5, ed5. I expected ed5 because that at least opens up your bishop. I mean, I don't know. Taught Ervin, friend of mine, he played he lost to Ivan. Petrosian, the original, played it. I mean, I trust pawn takes better because it strategically seems to benefit black long term to open up that bishop. If you're going to play c5, I would think. This just feels like a c3 Sicilian where you've given up your bishop pair in a fairly open position. This is kind of creepy for black. I mean, I know I have doubled pawns. It's not that simple. But I like the other way for black better. I guess they're both playable, but white should be better. Anyway, that's it for today, guys. We're going to get out of here and get some sleep, and I'll be back tomorrow at 11 instead of 10. The new 10 is 11. Thanks, guys, for playing and for subscribing and for supporting this terrible, terrible simul. I'll be back. I'll be back tomorrow. I'll recover for next week. Hopefully I don't have such a tough game. Panda's sleeping already. Thanks, everybody. Have a great night. Thanks, Mr. Coffee. See you guys. Bye-bye. I'm a ventriloquist.